opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that ball is live in the backfield.
Oh, and he picked it up and got like 5 yards.
They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
The Baliagos have never struck him.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Yeah, I have no idea.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it.
Oh, my God.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
It's like they watched the film and these niggas came out and threw it.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. First down here for the offense.
Is that you, Taylor? That DJ is watching that shit. You watching that shit, Taylor?
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Buckeyes are flying down the field.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install.
Deep shot for the end zone.
You know, pick.
Oh, picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
So USC's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
That's something, bro.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away.
Hit
hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got his man.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
When you do, it's got to be a
throw,
fucking
it's
surprise.
Lincoln. Grabs it in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
He is out there extended. You want him in the game.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Are those Lee Smith strikeouts only for mini season?
From the gun, the ground game. Delivers the contact. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
They're going to test the right side with this one. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Running back searching for a hole.
Yeah, man. Oh, that shit. I don't agree with you. That's how football's designed, you think.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the Hallelujah land.
The Hallelujah land.
An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football.
I'm trying to stay as confident and so They're losing to Washington State.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
The inside handoff. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down to 35.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They'll go to the ground.
Ooh, shit.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Running back goes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. On the run, still looking. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run play action.
Oh, he got out. Oh, he got out.
20, he's got space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open, you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a...
Hold on, let's do this. They're started, so I'm not putting them there. Nope. Alright, well, him and Garcia.
Football matchup. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Stanford. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln.
What a ball.
And he makes the grab, and he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew. I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Yeah, that's bad, so I hate when that shit happens, bro.
From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man.
Ooh,
he almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
I should probably punt it, but I'm not going to punt it.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard.
You got to go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hand off from the shotgun.
A
solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Give to the running back. Oh, it's out! I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, what a break. Great job of following the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Trojans are on the move. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Quick completion to the right.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Working the middle, it's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it.
Oh, no.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. Try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. Met him there and forced the TFL.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit.
Outside backer, nigga.
He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Oh, they doubled it.
He's going up top.
They doubled it.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time to a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy complete.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of the last times he's going to get
score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it
last
falls
week you dropped one of those.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lincoln. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, they covered it with the outside center. Wow.
And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boots it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw.
Get it, Zinner.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Get fucking Zinner. There we go. Get some pressure, please. I gotta be able to get a little bit of pressure without fucking hitting.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple of plays. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Clements. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Not get the score before half, but we get the ball at half. Up the TD. We gotta turn it on. Oh. We gotta turn it on. Oh. Some red shit. I knew you wasn't gonna hear me now. Yeah, Conquest Blood. Okay, so there's certain cards in Conquest. I know I said don't do Conquest, but go through and check them. And if they small, you got time, run that shit. I need to hurry up and get that CC out of mini season so I can get on some Conquest, because some of that shit got some cool shit in it. Nah, I just want to get that shit in mini season. My stomach gonna heat me in the morning, but I think I'm gonna eat me a root beer float tonight. You up or you losing, bro? You already? Alright, y'all. Second half. Let's turn up.
Booted away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down.
Dakota DeVille.
He wants to go deep.
Touchdown.
He's going downfield for a huge gain. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 11 over Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, and who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
I got that too. I'll be like, nigga, who had my motherfucking belt, man?
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quick pass on the jet motion.
He's
loose. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give on the inside. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wide open on the move. He has it on the jet sweep. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Finds the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Buckeyes are marching down the field.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They've done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't. And it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This offense has a second down play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. Setting up the screen. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Tennessee is delivering an offensive... So far, it feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 18 over Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. His drive will open from the 15. Here's the handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Trying to convert this second and short. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll try to run for it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, and now on defense, right, if they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. off the play fake on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. They're bringing heat. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made after the first down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass. It's Lincoln. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The throw. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. At the 35, he's open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around. Does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing those pads.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're